what I want in conclusion, what I want to say is that I am proud of what I did. They wanted to control our humanity, to destroy it, and I'm not talking about myself, I'm talking about all the presidents, all the ones that we were. The only thing that I could not do was, destroy our spirit. And we're still here, and we will continue destroying. I mean, 16 years, 20 years, 30 years, some of them, of cárcel, pues son más de more than 10 years with us. And we will continue.
Do anyone want to do anything or say anything else? Because what I want to do is give people the opportunity to ask some questions, knowing that we don't want to create a situation that's difficult for particularly Maritza and for Alejandrina. They've lived an experience that I think is deeply psychological and is deeply embedded. And I want people to be conscious of that. I want people to be conscious of the fact that we built a movement in the midst of incredible repression. And I will say that there's probably few movements in the United States that could claim the legacy of the work that we did in Chicago. Because I can tell you that we have gone through everything from political assassination. Rafael Cintrón, a professor at the University of Illinois, was murdered by the FBI in 1975. There were roadblocks placed here on Division Street and Western, on Western and North Avenue. Roadblocks. And people were detained. We had dozens and dozens and dozens of people who were called before the grand jury. Every day you would be pursued by FBI agents. You're talking about raids like happened at the cultural center where they did any horrible, horrible raid that literally, ultimately, still some of the documents that we had there have never come back. I want you to try to understand that we had agents embedded in our movement who were highly paid to create problems within our families and within relationships. I want you to understand that when we held our first parade in 1978, and thereafter for many years, there would be literally FBI agents and police with rifles right there at the where St. Mary's Hospital, that crosswalk is at. All right? I want you to understand that anything that you can talk about, political incarceration, political infiltration, anything you want to talk about, that the FBI's COINTELPRO program, and I want all of you to study. There is on YouTube something called COINTELPRO 101. You should look at it. You should look at how the Native American movement was literally destroyed. The Afro-American liberation movement was literally destroyed. We can talk about the Chicano movement. We could talk about all of the national liberation movements in this country, And you could see the evidence of how they articulated a politics of the 3 Ds: divide, disrupt, destroy. Those were the 3 practices and politics of the FBI's COINTELPRO program. And despite all of that, we survived. And despite all of that, we freed like no other movement has done every single one of our political prisoners, both here and in Puerto Rico. So, when we're talking about Puerto Rican history and historiography,